Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the South Carolina Senate race. Looking at different consensuses, the 2020 consensus has this race as a likely margin for the Republicans with incumbent Lindsey Graham. Sabato Cristobal, also likely Cook Political Report. Also likely Inside Elections, it's safe Republican. For Politico, likely, and yeah. So looking back into the most recent poll done by Civics, it shows Jamie Harrison, the current Democratic challenger, versus incumbent Senator Lindsey Graham, and they're at a virtual tie. I wouldn't necessarily trust Civics too much. I think they generally bias Democrats a little bit more, but this does show on how this is going to be quite a close and contested race. Real Clear Politics also has this as a safe seat for the Republicans, kind of contradicting others. So basically looking at the last time Lindsey Graham was reelected, he won by about a 17-point margin in a Republican wave year, which definitely will not happen this time around. I can almost guarantee that in this presidential election. And in 2018, during a modest blue wave year, the incumbent governor won by about a 9 to 10 point margin, which is definitely a lot closer. This can be somewhat comparable to the 2008 election margin, which was about the same as this. Barack Obama won by about 8. Well, not Barack Obama. John McCain won about an 8 to 9 margin. While Hillary Clinton last time lost by about 15 points, which is definitely shows on how this is not a state that is necessarily in play for the presidential election, but might be in play for the Senate. Looking at Lindsey Graham's current approval rating, he has about a 12% approval rating, on par with the president last in February. But I have a feeling that definitely has likely gone down due to the recent scandal with Lindsey Graham and escorts and everything, kind of painting him in a negative image, whether or not it's true. But I personally think that South Carolina will be either a likely to lean Senate seat. I think that trending demographics are supporting the Democrats in this election, especially in the Deep South. And I also think that with heightened turnout due to the presidential election and the economy tanking, and will likely continue to tank all the way up until Election Day, along with African Americans, Black people being energized. Their bases definitely energized, maybe in the same ways that they were in 2008. I have a feeling that this race will be between a 4 to 8 point margin. I wouldn't be too surprised if it was more or less. But generally, I think that this race is probably going to go to the Republicans, but I would not necessarily count this race out of the books for the Democrats. Jamie Harrison has, I believe, been outraising Lindsey Graham in the past few quarters. And if the Democrats do win, it can definitely show a big shock for the night, and will tell how the presidential election and how the Senate and House races will definitely go during that night. So thank you for watching. If you have any recommendations, put it down in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and thank you.